Hello, everybody. Good morning. I pray everyone's doing well out there. Today is the day after the big event, the day after Overeating Day, or shall I say the day after Thanksgiving. Yes, yesterday was Thanksgiving, and I got to observe a lot of people overeating. And the real interesting thing was, most of these people that were overeating were already overweight, or shall I say some of them were obese. And they had a big smile on their face because now they had a day to eat as much as they wanted and not care at all about the consequences that's going to happen the next day, the day after. Probably one of the most harmful days in people's lives, the day after stuffing themselves on Thanksgiving Day. However, it's not just Thanksgiving, the meal from Thanksgiving. Most people are celebrating their overeating or their Thanksgiving every single day. Every single day they're overeating. And what I observed when I was watching people yesterday was nobody, not one person ever questions what's in this. You ever know when you go to a Thanksgiving and people are eating? Maybe other times some people might inquire, "Oh, thank you for making this food. What's in here? My doctor said I can't eat this. Is this in there?" Or something, inquiring about that. But when I saw a lot of people yesterday eating a lot of food, I didn't see anyone inquiring about what was in the food. And when I thought about that, I'm thinking, these people are putting stuff in their bodies, anything in their bodies, without a care in the world of what's in it. Being thankful for the chemicals they have. The food they have that they're going to be putting in their body. And I didn't mess up and say chemicals because we don't know what's in the food. It amazes me how people are so careless when it comes to what they're putting inside their bodies. But at the same time, many of those same people were worried when the government tried to make them put something in their bodies that they didn't like what was in there. At least they inquired, right? Well, what are you going to do when you inquire what's in your food and you decide you don't like that? Are you still going to let your so-called hunger or your appetite override your sense to say that shouldn't be in my body? Well, this is the thinking that I go through every process when I put any food in my body. As somebody who's suffered from disease at a young age, knowing that diet was directly created to my illness, I don't just want to put anything in my body. I want to inquire about these things. Everything I put in my body, I want to know what it is, what it will do in my body and so on. When you go to the store and there's labels on the container, the labels have a whole bunch of information. I will guarantee you 90 to 95% of the people out there watching this, or just out there in general not watching this, even if they take the diligence to look at the label, nobody knows everything that's on the label, what it is and what it means. And I first started doing this when I became a vegan or vegetarian. I started to look for things that didn't have animal products in it. And besides it saying this product contains dairy or butter or some other type of animal product, they would often have these long words that I definitely didn't understand. So I started to look up these words to see, hey, I don't know what this word is. Is there an animal in this? But then maybe, hey, what exactly is this? And you start looking up these words and it's like, whoa, it's not good stuff. There's like literally things that are poison to animals that they're feeding you. Like, I used to drink Gatorade a lot when I was younger. It has like yellow dye, number 10, or blue dye, number 5, red dye, number 4, whatever, all these numbers. Do any of you watching this know what that means? And then when you catch on to how bad these things are, you catch on to that, you say, I'm not going to put those obvious things on my body. But then you saw all these other things. Artificial coloring, artificial flavoring, natural coloring, natural flavoring. You see how the advertisers trick you into putting things in your body that shouldn't be there? So what good is it to read a label if you're just going to carelessly skip over something that you don't know what it is? You got to go all the way and do the diligence. People aren't going to get offended if you say, oh, thank you for making that. What's in there? Even something as simple as a salad. Does that salad have a dressing on it? What's in the dressing? Is that salad organic? You know, I might eat organic, but if it's in a dirty dozen, I don't want to eat it. So you want to inquire about these things. And somebody said, well, I got to eat something. Why do you got to eat something? I mean, if I'm going to go somewhere and there's a toxic, deadly chemical in the meal, I'd rather not eat. It's okay to skip a meal. That thinking, well, I got to eat something. No, you don't. You know, I fasted up to 30 days on water. I know people that have fasted up to 40 days on water. You can miss a meal and you'll be okay. That mentality, well, I got to eat. Or, well, I don't want to offend the people that made the food. Well, what about them offending you for making something that's going to kill you or shorten your lifespan? So, if you walked in a house and somebody said, here's a cigarette, you say, no, I don't smoke. Well, walk in a house, if somebody says, here's some bacon, say, no, I don't eat pork. Or here's something, and you say, no, I don't eat food that has chemicals in it or on it. Or no, I don't eat things that I don't know what's in there. So when somebody gives you something and there's something on a chemical you don't know, say, hey, question them. Oh, I see you serving me and my children this cookie or cracker or something. But I've read the ingredients, or if it doesn't come in a box, I look the ingredients up online, and it says that this long word in it. Do you know what this is? And the people most likely say, no, I don't. And you could say, so you're giving me something to give myself and my children that you don't know what it is? Do you even know like where this is made or how it's made or processed or something else? Well, no, I don't. So why would you, number one, take the time to give my family something you don't know what it is? Why would you expect me to eat that and put that in my body and feed my children something you don't know what it is or where it came from or who made it? You know, and sometimes, well, just relax there. It's okay. That person wouldn't harm you. Oh, really? If they don't know what's in there, how do you know what you give me is not harmful? So these are things I consider when I'm eating a food or when I'm going to eat a food. And I know they're not doing it on purpose. They're just dummy down like most of the world that'll put things in their body without knowing what they're putting in their body. I find it so interesting that our Creator gave us an amazing body and designed us to be wonderfully built and just absolutely thrive in life. And people are thankful for that. But at the same time, they're putting toxic chemicals in their body that are going to kill them. You wouldn't eat paint. You wouldn't digest poisons and all this. But at the same time, you're going to knowingly walk into a place and eat stuff. It's like Halloween. They give children candy. The kids are so happy. The kids just want to eat it. How many of you parents read the labels or look up the labels of the candy that is being given to your children on Thanksgiving, on Halloween? So on Halloween, children are fed toxic substances that the parents are allowing them to take. On Thanksgiving, people are with their children ingesting unknown substances in their body. And then you get to Christmas. It's like a combination of both of those things. Christmas, from a diet standpoint, is like a combination of Thanksgiving and Halloween. And it's not a good thing. So, you know, when are people going to do the diligence and wake up? And those people that, look, most of you out there are obese, are overweight. Probably not the best idea to go eat an unlimited amount of stuff, especially not knowing what that stuff is and being thankful for that. You know, some of you are on your last time of being able to do that before you have a heart attack or a stroke or something. And I'm not trying to be funny, I'm trying to be serious. There's nothing or no one to stop you from saying, go ahead and indulge. Go ahead and do that, no problem. And the market is sugarcoating it and convincing you that that stuff's okay. Some of you are not obese. Some of you appear perfectly fine. But you're still so pumped up on caffeine and other drugs and so other things. It's just not healthy, folks. It's not healthy. I really hope people get serious about their health and make better decisions. And then just when all that stuff happens and you start feeling the results of how bad all that food is for your body, here comes fake New Year's Eve. So now there's a new number, a new year, and everyone makes these so-called resolutions, or whatever you want to call them. I'm not going to do that anymore. But then, New Year's Eve, people are doing the same thing. And not only they're doing it all night. There's no stopping because, hey, until that ball drops, I'm going to keep eating. And to me, I'm like, what's going to drop first, the ball or that person? When you see how carelessly people are doing things, not only are they putting food in their body that shouldn't be there, they're blowing up stuff. Called fireworks as they're eating their barbecue. I don't know what's what. And it's, I'm going to start going to the gym and eating healthy the first of the year. But until then, I'm going to treat my body with every abuse possibly. Hopefully, folks, you make it to the first of the year. Making it through this worst, horrible season for eating. They call it the holiday season. I hope you all are wise to start thinking about what you're putting in your body, how you're putting it in, and so on. As for me, I've been eating foods, knowing what I put in my body, keeping track of the amount I'm putting in my body, and focusing more on getting sleep and rest than I am about stuffing my body for the full satisfaction of stimulation or a first false joy that I get from a certain food. If people's health gave them as much pleasure as and joy as eating something they don't know what's in their body, wow, what a better year everyone would have, right? Anyway, folks, I was just out there yesterday and seeing what people were eating and doing, and as I was driving, I saw all these celebrations of people all worshiping food and not caring a bit about what they're putting in their body. So I felt the need to say something today. Thanks for watching, everybody. A lot more videos coming up. A lot of great interviews. Really good health information. I hope you see it, digest that information, and you'll be much better for it. Have a great day, everybody, and a great raw life.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe for more videos about the raw food diet and lifestyle, and also to see more great interviews with health experts discussing these topics, and me, a 30-year raw vegan, giving my feedback and opinion. Have a blessed day, everybody, and a great raw life.